Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Well, happy Monday. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Yeah. Yeah, here we go, baby. Happy Monday. It's a Monday. Fun weekend. Guys had a good time?
I did a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
I was cooking all them crawfish and having crawfish every day. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Then went running around. Went to go explore the O.
Yeah, that's a cool little place.
The resort on the ocean.
Yeah, I people honestly, I hate to give up the secret, but yeah, go there. I mean, you can just go and plunk your car and go to the back bar that they got there, and craft beers are like $8 a piece. I mean, it's it's a lot cheaper than a ball game, and the view's a lot better.
It's gorgeous. It
Yeah.
really is a stunning property. They've added so many little details, and they've really tricked it out. It's gorgeous. I highly recommend. It's one of those stops. If you have people in town, take them there because they'll be so impressed. The view, the food, the everything, the beautiful ambiance in the hotel. It's stunning. And I found one of my friends, Levin, who used to be the manager at Bucan.
Okay.
And before that at Cafe Beloud.
Okay.
He had left, and now he's there at that property. I was in the lobby, talking so loud, and he was all the way in the restaurant.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know that voice.
He heard you from all the way.
He heard me from all the way back in the restaurant.
What I find shocking is that you are speaking loud.
I know, right?
I was
just cutting through.
full on hammered by that point.
Gosh. And you weren't loud. You were fucking unbearable.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's a good little spot. Yeah, good times. Apparently somebody saw me out this weekend. Gilbert said, my wife and I were at Hallie's this weekend, and we saw Kevin when he was leaving. You ever been to a Hallie's?
Yes, that is a West Palm Beach staple, my man.
Oh, it is, yeah.
I feel like I have been. Where is it?
It's a little hipster diner that is...
yeah.
You know, we've talked about it before.
Panda used to go there all the time, so he started taking me there, and now I love it.
Yeah, down on, is it Dixie? Is that what that's on?
Yeah.
Great word of mouth with that place because it's weird. You hear so many people oh, Hallie's has got the best this, the best that. It's a very good word of mouth place.
And you can go there for your after party because they sell alcohol.
Yeah, they do.
So if you're done for the night, go to Howley's to get your burger, and you can still kind of keep turning it up a little
The
bit.
Queen, a fan of their food? Is that why you guys went?
No, they serve booze. So we drop off my son. He plays at Phipps Park, the baseball park there, which is right across the street.
Yes.
And so we got like an hour where they just warm up before the game starts. And so we'll go over and grab mimosas or something,
Prime drinking hour right there.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm a day drinker. Yeah.
You know what they do in Howley's? They do fresh juices. You can get anything.
Yeah, they have good
Carrot,
food.
apple, orange, and they juice them right there.
I have eaten there. Yeah, the food is good.
One of the things that also help with youth baseball is liquor, so that's good.
Oh, no doubt it
Yeah,
does.
it helps.
Yeah, we're talking to him. In fact, the guy who runs the park, I'm like, going, dude, you need to get a bar out here.
That's not a bad idea. Actually, it's actually a very bad idea. People would be fighting left and right.
But anyway, Gilbert said, yeah, I've never seen a man so afraid to cross a street. His wife was openly mocking him from the other side. And those two men were mocking Kevin as well. He was so scared to cross the street. Yeah, it was. I turned into the entertainment for the entire place. Because, I mean, there's a lot of cars zipping around there on Dixie, if you know where that place is.
It is very busy.
And I had on flip-flops. And so, the Queen kind of went ducking in and out. And there's no, in-between middle. There's just the double yellow line, and that's it. There's not some of them have turning lanes or whatever. You can go and kind of hover and hang out in there a little bit if you're on a busy street.
When you commit, you got to go for it.
Oh, big time.
You got to just run.
Yeah, and if you don't time it out well, you are dead. There's just no two ways about it. And so I just wasn't feeling confident when she went. And so, yeah, and then it turned out all these people were out there waiting out front of Hallie's to get their table. And so then everybody's just watching me and mocking me. So, yeah, I know.
Well, we love you. We're not going to mock you that much.
Yeah, you are.
That's why you should go in and order a double.
Yeah.
Try to drink away the pain of mockery.
Yeah, and then cross the street.
You wouldn't be scared, probably. I don't know if you'd make it, though.
Let me see here. We got an email from Tom. Said, I've been humored by your discussions in the last week about the Lamborghini and Ferrari drivers. Every time I see one, now I think douchebag. Last night I was on Wiles Road in Coral Springs, and there's been ongoing construction for over a year now to widen it. And a douchebag in a Ferrari was racing like a jackass, weaving in and out other cars. And the construction zone marked 35 miles per hour. He was doing at least 60 miles per hour or more. When we got to the first stoplight, I was able to get a pic of the dumbass. Yes, they certainly do think they're privileged to break the law whenever they want. Tom from Coral Springs. And there you go. There's your Ferrari. Yeah, it looks like a fast car. It's a beautiful vehicle.
Is it?
They do diddly dick for me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They do less than dick for me. I mean,
Less than dick.
it is nothing special.
Yeah.
A tiny little sports car that you can't even fit any big luggage in it. You can't fit a cooler in this thing.
And one of
Yeah.
my biggest pet peeves are loud engines. I'm so not into that shit. So when someone's and I'm just trying to do my shit in my own area and you're infringing on that, I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's very annoying.
I'm not a huge car guy, but doing the sports thing, I went up at the Barrett-Jackson last week, and then there was some party at the airport in Boca I popped into on Saturday.
So you are a car guy.
Now I
You
am.
are now.
Yeah, now I am. Yeah. So you go these things, but it's like, it's not really.
It's not my scene.
It does nothing for me.
No.
And there's some of my friends, they're really into cars. They'll see a car, like a vintage car on the road, and they'll go, oh my gosh, it's a 1972 fucking Thunderbird.
Yeah. Right. Yeah,
Does
no, they
nothing.
had that. Yeah, I know. Same way. I was just, I see them like, okay. I mean, I'm like mildly like, well, yeah. But
It's
that's
shiny.
about it.
It's cool.
Yeah,
I
it's shiny.
guess.
It's,
Yeah,
whatever.
air conditioned. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that,
A lot of them don't have air conditioning.
Because they're old.
Those old classic cars.
I'd
don't.
imagine they refurbish it, though.
yeah, they were telling me when I was at the Barrett-Jackson, kind of one of the new trends is they're taking the old body styles and they're totally like tricking out the inside so that they're modern, have Bluetooth and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, almost like, then what's the point?
The outside. They love the shine. They love people going, is that a fucking 72 Sonic Bird? Or whatever,
Yeah, but the
whatever
whole
they're called.
inside is like, it looks like brand new and modern. So I don't know. I don't know anything about them and their cars.
You know how to change oil?
Yeah, I don't know. No, probably not. No, I change it. I can check oil, but I don't know how to change it because you got to like get under and there's some kind of
There's oil involved.
cap underneath and you drain it and then you got to pour
A
it in.
funnel or some shit.
Why would you want to do all that anyway? I mean, it
I
sounds
know
like a very
desire.
dirty gig.
It's a dirty gig.
Yeah, I've got no desire.
I have no desire to get dirty.
My truck didn't start over the weekend, and you would have thought my dad won the lottery. He got so excited. He's like, I got it. I'll fix it. I'll do it. He loves that
Loves
shit.
that, yeah.
well,
some
he's an
people do.
engineer.
Yeah, but
He's a man.
he is a man. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, some people just love it. Big thing for them. Got this email from Nikki, said it, a little Monday call out. Anyone who uses the Starbucks inside Target to check out your full grocery cart when people are patiently waiting to order a cup of coffee is a complete douchebag. Not only did this brat at the Boynton Beach Target not even order a coffee or Starbucks item, she walked all the way over to the self-checkout to bring the poor barista shopping bags to put her crap in. Why not just check yourself out? I asked her what the hell she was doing, and she passively brushed me off. Call them out, please, KVJ.
You know, I forgot to even bring this up. I won't say the name of the business. I'll say what it rhymes with. Small Smart. It was a situation where their employee was ahead of us, and they didn't have all of their stuff. So they kept on going back to get their stuff. And the person that was, they allowed the whole thing to happen. There was a line that was...
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and all the self-help, like the self-checkout places, they were all busy too. But to let the employee then go run, and hold up the line and then come back? That's
Yeah.
fucking insane to me.
That is. Multiple times or just once?
Multiple times. She went back 2 times. She forgot 2 things.
Once is the most I would allow. If somebody tried to do it twice, I'd be like, really?
People were getting so mad at the cashier. The
They
cashier
should.
couldn't give a shit.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah.
That happens a lot in that place.
But
People do not give a shit, and I mean the management team too.
But imagine being a worker in uniform buying stuff, and you're the reason why customers are now going to be late.
They don't give a shit.
That's insane to me.
Yeah. It's pretty much the way it goes. I got this email from someone looking for help. So I know this is probably not politically correct to say, coming off of 420, but I had a question for Denny's.
Denny's?
Yeah. Said, I want to actually quit smoking weed.
What? Well, Denny's can't help you.
He might actually.
Yeah, somebody wants to quit smoking weed here, Denny's. Wants your advice. Said, I want to know if he has any pointers on how to stop smoking pot. I smoke all day, every day. I wake and bake. I go to bed hitting my bong. Even when I wake up to go pee at night, I will take a huge bong hit on my way back from the toilet. Has Denny's always smoked weed nonstop, or has he taken breaks in his life? Has he ever quit? What can I do to stop smoking? Again, I'm sorry to be so disrespectful coming off 420, but I need some pointers. Sincerely, Stoned in St. Lucie.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I've quit multiple times throughout the many years. Take a break every now and then. I find marijuana is pretty easy to quit.
Okay.
Just in the sense that, I mean, it's more so routine that gets you more than anything with the bud. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing it all the time and that fills up a big part of your day, you're going to find something else to fill up the little time in between.
The ritual is what people get.
A lot of it, the ritual, because, I mean, it does take a little bit of time if you're doing it all day. There's little stops you got to make throughout your entire day to accommodate that. So you would just have to find something. I would just find something, like chew gum or something. But then once you break from the psychological, I guess, addiction to it, then you can move on.
For someone that wanted to quit, how long do you think the struggle would be for them? I know it's different for everybody, but typically...
It's weird. So when you quit pot, I was still dreaming about smoking. I had a dream I smoked, and I was like, I don't smoke. I woke up, and I thought I smoked, and it was a dream. But, I mean, I was having that till about 6 to 8 months later.
Okay.
He really missed
But, I mean, at that point, I was
Dreaming of weed.
Chronic. So I had smoked for a long time before the first time I quit. So the first time I quit, it was I thought it was a physical addiction. I realized it wasn't because it went away pretty quick. The actual yearning for weed. I mean, the actual yearning for weed might last about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And that's just you just thinking that you want it or you're used to the ritual of doing it. But after that, I mean, it pretty much is an easy slide off.
Why did you quit?
Well, there's been a couple reasons. Originally, the first one was probation. When I was young, I got in trouble. I had to quit for a year, so I didn't do anything. And that's when I first realized that it was, because when I was young, I didn't think you could quit. I thought once you got hooked on something, you were pretty much hooked on it. You always had to struggle with it for the rest of your life. And I got off that one, and I was like, oh, wow, that was really not that big of a deal. And then I went, when I got back into it, often you're like, why am I getting back into it? But I did like that. I do find that it does help me with a lot of things in my life, so it's kind of good to get back on it. But every now and then I say step back.
It helps you getting back on it. It helps you.
Totally. Well, so when you're young, you're told it's just a drug. Don't do it. It's a bad drug, and you're doing it as a kid to be cool or whatever your motive is. And so when you're doing it, you start liking it. Obviously, you get used to the feelings of it, and you're thinking of it more as a pleasure thing, more so than actual helping you. But there are actual medical benefits to marijuana. So when you're a kid, you don't know that stuff. You're just doing it to get high.
Yeah.
And then as I got older and when I got off it and then I get back on it, I was noticing things that my body was doing differently, whether I was on it or not. And I find that it helps my body a lot more when I am on it. Otherwise, I'm real strung, very frazzled and stuff. I find that it helps slow my mind down a lot.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. There you go. Yeah, I think probably anybody's going to find something like that. It's what it is. I think that we all kind of probably need our own vices. Something like that. In fact, somebody just sent an article about eating and how it releases opioids. We have opioids in our body and in your own mind.
Yep.
They said that about cheese, too.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Cheese gives off some kind of euphoric feeling.
Cheese does bring joy.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching this special about cheesemongers. Do you know what this is? Oh, it's people that are experts in cheese, and they have a competition where they all go and they have blind tasting and smell tests, and It is fascinating, these cheesemongers.
Yeah, I believe it.
I aspire to be them.
See, Kev, it's addicting. Look, listen to her.
Well, yeah, I think everybody, you kind of wind up having your own thing, and I think you almost need something to look forward to in life, like little things, like going, okay, this is just, it's kind of why I do it, exciting. But yeah, sometimes you've got to always kind of watch too and say, is it too much? Is it kind of taking over my life?
Everything can go too far.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. You can spend too much time with someone you love a lot. I mean, things
And
that
smother them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're even kind of showing brain scans from somebody who was like having a nutritional drink or a bland meal, and there's not a lot of brain activity, and then they show someone who had a great pizza, and they're like, it's like...
Yeah, because their brain is basically coming.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the endorphins all over
You
the
can
brain.
have
Yeah.
a food orgasm. I've had a few in my time.
So you got that. I think everybody's got, kind of their own thing. And so that's really kind of what it is. And sometimes it's probably good to, park it a little bit just to, show yourself that you can quit something before you get back on it.
That's why I think when people do quit something, those anniversaries are big to them. When you've reached three weeks without doing this, or 6 months without, those are big for you if you have struggled with them.
Sure.
Yeah, they just had Eminem just got his 10 years sober. He was showing off his little coin that he got for that.
Well, I think some people, when they're in the thick of whatever kind of addiction they are, they're thinking, I'm never going to be able to quit this completely. It'll always be a monkey on my back. And when you see that you're able to do it, I think you're like, holy shit, I quit that baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're proud of yourself.
Yeah, and there's probably some things you'll always have an urge to go back to do, but it's a matter of then, I think you got to put other vices, and sometimes that's positive stuff. For some people it's, they find positive things to do instead of the negative.
For sure. A lot of people work out when they quit stuff because it does take up a lot of time, and you can see results of your body changing.
Yeah, you can.
And I honestly feel like if I run really hard and have a good workout with cardio, when I'm sitting down after I don't want to throw up anymore, it feels euphoric sometimes. There is really a thing of a runner's high.
Yeah.
It is
feel
good
it.
for you.
Totally.
It is really
Yeah.
good for you. It's just a matter of motivating yourself to do it.
That's the hardest part,
the
baby.
beginning. The end is great. the beginning.
hardest part's always the start.
And then there's some people that get way into working out. I've seen those people too that are like, oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes, you see them and they actually, sometimes people that are really into health fitness, they look rugged. Actually, it's kind of weird. Just because they almost work out too much. They have like workout face.
They've worn out. They've worn it out or something.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah. So, everything in all balance. Let me see. Nationer here in Naples with a question for Virginia. Said, stay-at-home mom to 4.5-year-old twins. And the KVJ show and the ATS are what keep me sane.
Aww.
I've heard Virginia talk numerous times about a blood work test that her friend had done. When her friend cut out the foods from the blood work results, she felt incredibly better. What is the name of the blood work test, and where did she have it done? My sister lives in Boca and would love to have that test completed.
So I did it too. My friend did it with a lot more success than I did.
Mm-hmm.
She did it with a nutritionist. And she had the blood work done, and it was someone who is an expert in food. I did it at Revitology, where they're experts in hormones. Mine came back that I was allergic to a few things that I don't eat, like corn gluten. The main place you find corn gluten is in dog food. Not really eating a lot of dog food these days, so I think I'm good.
Like a dog.
I'm bitchy, but I don't eat dog food. I came back that I was highly allergic to pineapple, so I stopped eating pineapple. I guess that's something that a lot of people are allergic to and they don't know it. But I would tell you to go to a nutritionist, because my girlfriend, it came back that she was allergic to meat. She stopped eating beef and she immediately lost 10 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Because her body was having such a negative reaction to the beef.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's certain things I eat that I really love the way they taste, but they do not make me feel good at all. They literally make me feel ill.
And that's one of those things they say, you have to eat what your body loves. Because when you eat stuff that you get sick afterwards, you are hurting yourself on the inside and storing extra fat and making your organs do work that they shouldn't be doing. Like, you really are hurting yourself if you don't eat what your body loves.
Okay.
My body loves certain foods.
But if you know you get an upset tummy after you eat something, you should stop eating it.
Yeah,
That's your body telling you don't, even if it's delicious.
That's why I try not to take like heartburn medication, because I feel like if my body's giving me heartburn, then I should just stop eating that food.
Exactly.
Because then you're like forcing your body just to hold that acid
You're
down.
right.
I think
Now
that
you're
jacks up
putting
your stomach.
medicine on top of the warning signals that your body is just sending you to make you stop.
I always thought that was my heart telling me that shit was hot, yo.
Jamie said, hey, after years of hearing Kevin talk about Wellington anti-aging, I decided to try it out. My appointment is Monday. I was wondering if you can tell me what to expect. With your personal experience, I did the blood work, and it came back within normal range, so my insurance will most likely not pay. But I was told that the hormone replacement will still be beneficial for me. I'm a 37-year-old female with a full-time job and 3 kids, and I'm just exhausted all the time. I eat really healthy for the most part, but the one day I cheat or two, LOL, I gain weight so easily. I'm hoping this will help. Any advice would be really helpful. I want to have my questions ready for my consultant on Monday. The things I would tell you, first of all, I don't know, because I imagine it's probably a good bit different for women than it is for men.
It is. And a woman who's in her 30s, and if all your levels look right, your estrogen should be fine, your testosterone should be fine as well, but they may want to put you on a little bit, and that'll give you more energy. It'll give you a masculine energy, though, so you'll notice you're a little bit more ballsy.
Yeah, isn't that just time, though? Isn't that just like life? You get older, you're just going to become tired sometimes.
Well, that's your body preparing for death. So if you want to fight it, you can.
Fuck.
If you
There's
want to
your
fight
uplifting
it,
thought of the day.
fight it. You can fight it by counter.
But at 37, though, she's still pretty young. I just think, isn't that when your body starts to kind of get tired just naturally?
It does, but you don't have to be tired.
That's why the people are doing the hormone replacement stuff, because it'll fire you back up.
And you don't do like massive amounts. Like the amount of testosterone I do is so minuscule. It's like a little cream that I rub on my leg, and it's not a lot. But it gives you a little bit of, all right, let's do this.
You can feel it not making you as tired.
Absolutely.
You can feel it too, Kev?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the best things I've done.
He does the injections, and my husband does the injections. Are you back on the injections yet? Or
I'm
no?
going to start. Yeah, that
Okay.
would be the one thing I advise, because a lot of people, they have these pellets, and so they're time release pellets they put in, make just kind of like a small little thing and put them like in your ass, and then the time release, and they're good for like 3-4 months. But the only thing for me is like, it gets like a little bit bruised. And
there's a little scar.
Yeah, there's a little scar.
I don't like that. So Panda's going back to the injections, and he loves it.
Yeah, the injections didn't bother me. I just have somebody do them, and the injections are pretty easy. So I'm going to go back to that.
You just got to be careful and watch your moods on them, because it can make you a little intense.
Yeah, but they're supposed to give you an amount, and they'll watch your blood work. They'll have you do it, and then they want to get you on an amount where you're level. So you should be cool. It's just, when you talk about roid rage, that's people that have too high a testosterone levels.
If we gave some to Denny's for a month or two, would there be a major change in his personality, you think?
Great experiment.
Probably
I think
not.
Everybody,
No. Too much, no.
everybody handles it differently. Like, I can look at my husband, and I can look at Kevin Ralston, and they totally handled it differently. Totally. Like, I don't see in Kevin some of the things that I saw in my husband when he started doing it. Aggressive, a little bit like more intense, a little ragey.
Yeah, but he's married to you, and I can see how those feelings would come out. I'm sorry.
They don't put women on the injections, though, usually, I would assume. Every woman that I've talked to that's done it has done the cream, and it's mild.
The old Barry Bonds cream. That's what he
did the
Oh,
cream?
put cream. I didn't know it was making me bigger and hit 9,000 home runs.
Yeah. Yeah, the cream and stuff like that isn't, I had done that before when I first started. I didn't find that to be as effective.
You wanted and there's also, in my opinion, something kind of psychological about putting that needle in there.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, all right, I know I'm getting it in my bloodstream right now.
Well, it does go right to your bloodstream, and I think a little bit more. My testosterone levels were real low, so I needed, just a little bit of cream, I think, if you're close. And everybody's different. That's why you got to go and you got to get do the blood test to see where you are.
Yeah, they said Kevin's body chemistry was of a 83-year-old woman.
Basically, yeah. Wasn't far off. So, yeah. The other thing that sometimes I do for energy is do the Revitalive, too. It's a good vitamin stuff that I feel more energy when I do that. So it's just getting vitamin stuff and, giving your body everything you can to try to fight through it.
But it's not just about hormones, too. They can look at everything when you have that complete markup and see deficiencies. And
Right.
it could be like potassium or something you're not even thinking about.
And so they'll make a special cocktail just for you.
Exactly.
If they told me, though, I could never eat pizza again, like, it's going to fucking kill you, I'd say, I'm sorry, then let me die where I stand.
If you don't get an upset tummy after you eat pizza, I think you're okay.
Yeah. I think your body tells you what you don't
Yeah,
like.
no,
Yeah.
it ravages my stomach.
It tears you up.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Got this from Stephanie. Said, just to let you know, a little heads up on a beer. Odd Breed Brewery in Pompano has a farmhouse ale called Resin on My Thumbs.
Ooh.
It is brewed with cannabis terpenes and a generic relative of hops. They use strains called Lemon Kush and G13. It is legal in all states, but I swear when one is poured, the entire area smells like someone just lit one up. They're tapping their last keg tonight to celebrate the holiday. That's pretty cool.
The terpenes, that's what gives marijuana its scent.
Yeah.
So that's probably why it lights up the room when you pour that.
Yeah. It's great. Thank you for the tip on that. Got a shout out here from some people came out for cocktails and karaoke. Thank you very much. Mandy sent this in. It was my first girls' night out in 9 months since having my babies. I've been trying to get to cocktails and karaoke for months. When I finally recruited a friend to come with me, who's now a converted KVJ listener, I've been listening to you every day for 15 plus years. So to finally meet you is a true honor. So there you go.
Aw.
Honor.
There they
Oh, I
are.
remember them.
Oh, yeah, we gave them crawfish.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Absolutely, yeah. Said that, so there you go. Christy said she liked the porn or tennis. Said I've listened to that thing 4 times already and had uncontrollable outbursts of laughter every time.
Let's bring it back.
Or, yeah, we can pick another sport, too.
That was a challenging game.
So there you go.
I think I got them all
Amazing
wrong.
segment.
It was half and half. It was tricky.
Somebody wanted an update on the $250 dog fine. Did y'all find out who paid the $250 dog fine from the topic from a couple weeks ago? Was it the roommate who walked the dog and the dog pooped and got the fine, or was it the owner who owned the dog that she took the dog for a walk for? Did they split it or what? Yeah, last I'd heard they hadn't paid it. I think because somebody suggested, say, screw it, what are they going to do? So I don't know. I guess we're waiting to see what happens.
That's always how I felt about college tickets when I would get a parking ticket. I'm like, fuck this. What are they going to put me in college jail? No, they just make sure you don't graduate. So I had, by the end of my senior year, I was up to like $3,000 in parking tickets.
Oh, my God.
So I was like, fuck it. They're not going to, what are they going to do? They will do something. So maybe it's something like that. I would just look into it.
Okay. Well, piece of advice. And Amanda said, I was just watching Seth Rogen's Hilarity for Charity on Netflix and saw Kevin and Virginia.
The old Muppets.
Yeah.
I love
Calls
it.
them professional hecklers.
Those guys are everything I aspire to be in life.
Well, you got-
Statler and Waldorf.
You got down the old part.
They are my everything.
That's what I call you guys when you guys are ripping on me.
I love it.
Yep. So there you go. Good stuff. Appreciate the emails. I think we've got the email thing almost figured out. So we seem to be getting most of them now. Mail at kvjshow.com. So appreciate you got something to throw in. You just let us know here at the KVJ Show. Enjoy your Monday. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.